Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of EricksonTV. Curtis here with Lauren. Hello, Lauren.
Hey, Curtis. Hey, everybody.
Well, Lauren, we always talk about, what is going to provide the future for the growth of our investments is innovation.
That's right.
And technology is a big part of that.
Right.
And so this article I thought was really humorous initially, but there's also some things we could maybe talk about. But here's the title of the article: "Thanks to my smartphone, I may never leave home." And the take of the article is he's determined that basically everything that he does in life he could stay in his one chair at home and just use a smartphone.
Right.
So some of the things that he's talked about is there's an app called Washio for his iPhone that will pick up his laundry and deliver it to your door.
Yep.
Their delivery stuff is called Ninjas. Basically any type of food that he wants, whether it's a Subway or whatever, it can be delivered. He also now is talking about there's a app called is it called Mows or MOWEs. They'll come and mow your lawn for you.
Oh, okay.
There's also one called Plows, which they'll come in and shovel your snow out of your driveway. And the takeaway is that, and then everything can be delivered, including liquor, including now marijuana here in Seattle.
Right. Yeah, there you go.
So what's your take on this? I think he's saying this a little tongue in cheek, but the fact is, it's less engagement in society.
Right. Yeah. Well, okay. The hope would be that then people would use this as an opportunity to be more intentional about getting together with other human beings. Although I'm not sure that necessarily is what happens. I think one good thing about it is one thing that's unequivocally good about it, because smartphones can be addicting.
Right.
And I can get very addicted to mine, and that's not so great. But I'll tell you what. Anytime somebody has an emergency now, it's a whole different world when they can immediately contact whoever and whatever they need with their smartphone, as opposed to being potentially stuck out in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
So there's that. But even that, actually, I was just thinking about that. Even that, people can get to rely on it too much. There are places in the world where your smartphone will not get connection.
Right.
Or so don't go driving through, I don't know, Death Valley or something and think that you're going to be able to right, yeah, that you're going to smartphone your way out of it. No, I think that when it comes to that kind of stuff, it'll be very useful for a lot of people. But I think that with technological innovation is usually beneficial over the long run. There are very few counterexamples, but there's always that transition period where people don't realize what they're losing.
Right.
And I think with a lot of this technology, especially smartphones, we might be going through that transition period where people are forgetting that a big part of happiness in life is just the random interactions you have when you're going out to do stuff and you engage with other human beings. So maybe that we're going to need a little bit of time to work this out so that we figure out some other reason or some other method to just kind of be out and about and talk to people.
Right. Yeah, and the other concern is less movement, less health,
yes,
and more weight gain.
Yep.
So that's a problem.
Take up dancing.
There you go. Yeah. So yeah, it's an interesting time. There's a big there's a great kind of very satirical TV series called Silicon Valley, and it's interesting that the gist of it is these different companies are trying to create a better mousetrap,
Right.
and then there's some humor in that. Oh, I've created this great app. Really, if you think about what the app does, it's they don't need it.
Right.
So I think that sometimes innovation can maybe try to go too far, but again, over time, the capital system will work its way through, and if there's legitimate interest in never leaving your home, and it can be monetized, then it'll probably happen. So, well, anyway, if you feel like you're falling into this trap, what's your recommendation? Maybe to get out and engage?
Well, you can use those same smartphones and same apps to find new people to meet up with,
right,
and all the rest of that. Oh, one last little thing that I thought of when you were mentioning about not leaving your home. There are people who can't leave their home.
Right.
For whatever set of reasons. So the smartphone is fantastic for that.
Yeah, and also there's one other thing, I can always find a positive silver lining. Here in Seattle, for instance, we see all the cranes and how busy traffic is.
Right, yeah.
That's
there you go.
There's a real blessing, not having to.
It can be used to spend less time in traffic and more time to talking to other people if you want to use it that way.
Right. And last but not least, there's apps that you can track how many steps you're taking during the day. So
That's right.
that could also tell that you need to take more steps.
There you go.
All right, thank you for watching this episode of EricksonTV. We'll see you next time. Bye now.
See you next time.